Welcome. Hello. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Doesn't suck being vegan, guys. Welcome. This is the Friday live stream. In case you didn't know, most of you guys that are here are regulars. And if you are not a regular, thanks for being here. This is when we get together every Friday. I guess I'm speaking to people who are watching after the fact. Hey, Uncle's here. Sarah's here. Awesome. Yeah, if you're here, you know what we do. If not, I'll explain it really quickly. We get together and talk about any and all things vegan. So if you want to learn about what veganism is, all sorts of questions about the ethics, about food, come and ask. We'll see what we can do. And if you are just not into veganism at all, you're here because you think we're evil people, we're a cult, we think we're better than everyone else, you think we're gonna die because we're not getting enough some nutrient or something like that, you want to shame us for that, or you want to pick on my looks or something like that because I'm old, go for it, but if you're a jerk, we'll kick your ass out of here. But if you can be civil and cool, I'm tangled up in my headphone cables here, we might be able to have a conversation. So anyway, guys, good to see you all. Yeah, and we are a cult, by the way. I did throw that out there. If you think we're a cult, you were right. You probably didn't think you were right. You probably just thought you were just being a jerk when you said that, you anti-vegans. But no, we are a cult, and I am the vegan cult leader, and I willfully accept all the responsibilities that comes along with being the leader of the great and giant vegan cult. So anyway, all things considered, Uncle, I told you guys last Friday, yeah, a pretty decent week this week. Kind of getting prepared for the storms, both literal and figuratively. But yeah, we have like a big, several big weather systems that are heading out of the Pacific that are going to nail the west coast of the United States, and Southern California is going to be, I think, getting a direct hit from one or two of them. So yeah, we're going to be, I saw in our forecast, let me just double check again, like rain, which is weird. I know some of you guys say, hey, this is normal for me. It's not normal for us here. There's rain in the forecast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with Tuesday and Thursday having the highest percentage chances. So basically it's going to be a rainy week here next week. So just getting things ready, making sure everything's cool. Giovanni, you're 182 pounds now, almost up to 190. So you're trying to gain weight. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of people think veganism is about weight loss, but no, you can easily gain weight too. Depends on how you're eating, how you're training, how much or how little exercising you're doing. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of factors. It's weird how people think, oh, vegan, oh, you want to be really thin or something like that. I mean, some people get into it thinking that, but anyway, that's not what it's about. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. But yeah, you can lose weight, you can gain weight, you can do it all. The Lakers, yeah, Uncle, I've been watching every game since they got Luka Doncic. They went from a team that was going to be lucky to make it into the playoffs without having to do the stupid play-in tournament thing. Now they're looking like, honestly, I'm not the only one that thinks it's a team that can go all the way and seriously contend for the championship. So it's crazy how much better they've gotten by getting Luka Doncic. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I've watched every game since Luka's got traded, even the ones where he was on the bench for a few weeks because he was still getting over his injury. Yeah, he's been with the team now. They won 8 in a row against some pretty good teams too. So yeah, it's pretty impressive seeing how one person could totally change. Well, it's not just one. He was like the final piece of the puzzle, I guess, because before that they traded for a really good defender, Dorian Finney-Smith, and my favorite guy, I have a man crush on Jared Vanderbilt, just not because he's a good-looking dude, I guess, but because he's just such an amazing defensive genius, and I wish I had 1/100th of his defensive mind and physical attributes. I just watch this guy and go, wow, this is it's just amazing to watch him. So anyway, yeah, watching them lock down on D. Even LeBron and Luka are playing D now too. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing to watch, a team sport when it's played right and all. So yeah, I've been watching that. Do I stream on Rumble? What is Rumble? Super Reefer Mod? I'm not familiar with that platform. Is that what it is? Sarah, you had to shovel yesterday, but today was sunny and warm, 50 degrees. Yeah, that's not a bad day, actually, if the sun's out. I know what it's like. I was out, took Angie out a few days ago, 55 and sunny. Felt nice. With the sun out, feels good. Who's Luka Doncic? He was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years ago. I forgot when he came into the league and thought he was going to be there the rest of his career, and they traded him at the prime of his powers. And yeah, anyway, his name is Luca. Yeah, Suzanne Vega reference there. Gen Xers, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Let's see. So let me see what else is going on here. Holy treasures, thanks for the answer. Lots of people feel uncomfortable with your question. I didn't see your question. Super Reefer Mount, I heard about Woody Harrelson talking about veganism with Bro Jogan. I didn't see it. I don't know how to dig it up. Is there a clip of it? Otherwise, I'd have to watch or like go log into Spotify, which I'm never logged in because I rarely use it, and then find the exact point where that conversation happens. So I thought he doesn't Brogan's exclusive with Spotify ended, so maybe it's on YouTube. Either way, I have to find it. So unless there's a clip, is it something I really need to check out? I thought it wasn't really anything all that like you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like crazy, right? He just said, yeah, I've been vegan all these years. I eat a lot of raw food. Is that kind of the upshot of the conversation? Is there something a little more juicy for me to sink my teeth into, so to speak? You think pro sports games are scripted? I know a lot of people that don't play these sports think they are, but no, you cannot script if the ball is going to go into a basket. If you're shooting a 3-point shot, you can't script, I'm just going to barely miss it, or I'm going to definitely nail this one. It doesn't work that way. Hell, even a point blank layup, if you shoot it the wrong angle, can bounce off the back of the rim. So no, they're not scripted. It just doesn't work that way. I wish these guys were so skilled that they could just say, you know, I'm definitely going to drain this 30-footer right now, or I'm going to bang this 30-footer off the left side of the rim. They're not, no one's that good. Oh, Joey Carbstrong. Hey, Jesse12 saying, yeah, I saw his thumbnail. Was it like he got some hidden video footage from I think a halal slaughterhouse or something like that? Yeah. I don't know what he got there. I don't even know. Can you even show that on YouTube or not? He probably has to blur a lot of it out. But yeah, I'm saying, I'm support Joey. I'm not saying don't watch his videos. I think he's awesome. I've said that many, many times. However, watch intentionally us ethical vegans, especially long-term ones that know what goes on, you know, in slaughterhouses. It might not be the most beneficial thing for your mental health to like repeatedly or even occasionally see slaughterhouse footage. I'm glad he did it. That takes a lot of balls. I think it's even illegal, right? You know, but anyway, I'm glad he did it, and I hope the footage is out there for people to see, and not necessarily for vegans, just for non-vegans to see. You know, the proof that the truth needs to be shown to people, and we know the truth. I'm not trying to speak like I'm religious. I know the truth. I have a direct connection to God. And I'm just saying we know the truth of what happens in slaughterhouses. We know the truth of how a hamburger or a steak or a piece of chicken gets from being a living sentient being to being on someone's plate. There's a whole chain of extreme cruelty and exploitation that leads up to that point. And most people don't know about it or don't want to know about it. They just want to be blissfully unaware. They just claim, oh, I'm innocent because I don't know how it happens. For all I know, the meat is magically created by some mystical machine or something like that. So anyway, the film Flow. Is it new or old, Sarah? I'm not aware of that. I don't think it's even flow, huh? What he don't know. Yeah, Sarah, yeah, my family didn't have a cattle ranch, but I'm with you. I don't need to watch footage. It won't make me even more vegan. You know, it's like I made my video last week, why I'm still no longer vegan. I'm just vegan, you know. I don't know how to take that out of me. How do I all of a sudden one day, you know, I should make an April Fool's video, like where I say, oh guys, I just woke up today, and all of a sudden, I don't know, my 14-year held belief of being against animal cruelty and exploitation is gone. I don't feel that anymore. In fact, I feel now it's like totally okay to exploit animals and be cruel to animals and slaughter them for hamburgers. I think that's I mean, I don't understand how that would just be removed from my brain. I can't fathom it. So anyway, Soul Inspired. Hello, fellow musician. Is that with you with a keyboard in your user pick? I'm trying to see it. It's so tiny. Let's see. Flow, Sarah, is an animated movie with no human characters, only animals. It's amazing and won awards already. Wow, where'd you see that? So it's new. Let me know where you saw it. I'll check it out. That would be too obvious if I did that on April Fool's. I should just do it anyway, just to point out how absurd it is for these people say, "Well, I'm no longer vegan." Like, no, you were never effing vegan. What vegan like would do any of these things that like, I might not be feeling good. I'm just gonna eat an egg, or something like that. My chiropractor told me to eat a burger. I'm gonna eat a steak or whatever. I mean, I don't understand that. That's why it would be absurd to say, if I did an April Fool's video, I just woke up this morning and I don't feel anything about animals anymore. I think it's totally cool now. I was okay. I felt like animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong when I went to bed last night, but all of a sudden I woke up, it's gone. What happened to me? Anyway, Sloppy Joe's. That sounds good, hippie Easter. I was just joking with Angie. She should make us some vegan Sloppy Joe's sometime, and I think she will. She knows I like them, but I think she's not a big fan, but she's a great wife, so I think she'll make them one day for me, and she'll have a couple bites, I'm sure. Well, that's interesting to think of. Norer, laughter, and slaughter are very similar words. Let's see, Super Reef Man, you're still talking about the sports industry, which many in poo-poo veganism and give out non-vegan food to their audience. They sell it to them. Do you think it's messed up to support the sport? I mean, that's true of anything. I mean, if you go down here to Crypto.com Arena, formerly known as Staples Center, to see either a Lakers game or a Kings game, or up until this year, a Clippers game, or a variety of concerts throughout the year, and other performances by non-sports organizations, they serve you the same crap there. It's really hard to find anything to eat there as a vegan. So I don't think boycotting sports is the answer. It's not sports that's the problem. It's the people who control the food vending inside of these places. And some are better than others. You can go to Dodger Stadium and get a vegan hot dog. You can go to Angel Stadium, though, across town here, and have a hell of a time finding anything to eat beyond, like, say, Angie and I had to search hard for a pretzel, and I think, was it Cracker Jacks were vegan too? We learned. Anyway, it depends where you go. Some sports places, I think in San Francisco, like where the Giants play, I heard it's really. You tell me, Sarah. Do you know? Is it really easy to find vegan options there? Jalen, thank you for the first and hopefully not last super chat tip of the live stream tonight. Hello, and VLAM's here. All right, VLAM is here. Awesome. Let us know if you can stay or you just like pop it on for a second, VLAM. But great to have you here. I know you've been busy, you've been working and everything. And Graven, I'm with you too. Who eats at sporting events? Well, there's huge lines. So apparently, Graven, a lot of people are doing much better economically or financially than you and I are. Because, it's hella expensive. And it's crap quality usually. I mean, low grade, let's say, So why spend spend a lot of money on low quality, and especially if it's hard as hell to find vegan stuff at most places. So anyway, Rare, what kind of support group are you looking for? Yeah, I don't think you're too far off there. Yeah, maybe at least $10 for a hot dog. Speaking of which, I was at IKEA, the Swedish furniture store. I was there last week after I visited my tax accountant, and I couldn't help but I went to the accountant, and Angie said, she didn't go with me. She said, hey, just stop by IKEA. Isn't it right there? Yeah, it's like 5 minutes away. So I stopped by IKEA. Ate the hot dogs there, the vegan hot dogs, $1.25. They're not as good as they used to be. They used to come with all this cool fixins, like this really delicious sauerkraut. It was great, and I didn't see that anymore. But the price stayed the same. But that's cool. You can get vegan hot dogs, $1.25. Went upstairs to their dine-in restaurant to see what they had there. I grabbed a couple meatballs, vegan meatballs. And Angie said, look for the plantains, because when we went there like a year or two ago, there were some delicious plantains up there, and I'm sad to report that they are no longer there. But yeah, IKEA vegan hot dogs, even though they're not as good as they used to be, they're still quite good, and they're cheap as F. $1.25, and they had two kinds. Like I got them both. They had one that was like I think more hippie like, just trying to just not disguise the fact that it wasn't meat, and one that was like more of a, Impossible or Beyond, but they're still $1.25. I couldn't say one was better. I think one was like lentil based or something like that, and the other was, I don't know, but they were both fine. So if you want to go out and have a cheap vegan date, go to IKEA. You can treat you and your partner for like be under $5 if you want, definitely under 10, and eat a lot. Oops. Ooh, I did something weird here. Oh, thanks for the super chat, One Color Rainbow. Thank you for our second one of the evening. Hey, Ryan, do you still eat 12 bananas for breakfast? In my craziest running days, maybe on occasion, I would have a dozen bananas. More typically back in like, say, 2015 or something like that. I have, like on a hard sports day, I have like 9 or 10 bananas, depending on the size of the bananas. They're not all the same. And how hard I had exercised back then, how far I ran. Today after the gym, I had maybe a 5-banana smoothie, so it all depends. I still have smoothies, they're just not as gnarly big as they used to be. Okay, Super Reefer Man talking about Joe Rogan and Woody Harrelson on the podcast. Joe asked Woody if you eat organic veggies. Yeah, like, and Woody said yes, and he mentioned he really thinks eating raw is important to still eat cooked food because it's delicious. Yeah, I agree with Woody there. I mean, eat raw and cooked. There's nothing wrong with either. So if he loves raw food, so do I, and so do you, Sarah, right? We love raw food, but we don't love it so much that we want to exclude all perfectly fine, healthy cooked foods as well. So yeah, I have that same belief. Eat raw, eat cooked. And one is not necessarily better for you than the other. If you believe those raw people, we'd all be dead. If cooking food really destroyed all the nutrients, how are we getting by on no nutrients and not being deficient and everything? Anyway, yeah, Metalhead. Yeah, it's pretty easy to check if IKEA's offerings are vegan. They have like an ingredients list, which you can easily access, which is cool. I think it's on the computer. They have this little self-serve like touchscreen thing. Yeah, I didn't even look for the soups that day. I was so excited about the vegan meatballs and 2 types of vegan hot dogs. I should have looked further. So anyway, yeah, facts, Graven. Not all bananas are the same size. That's why it's hard. I think it's disingenuous for like someone to say, I eat 10 bananas a day. Well, what if you had 10 super giant bananas? It'd be stupid to overconsume when you really just should have had 8 of them on that day. You know what I'm saying? Just eat like, what's like, just kind of use your eyes, ballpark it. What's the normal amount of matter that you put in your blender or whatever? That's what you should eat, not like a certain arbitrary number or something like that. It's just the amount of food, the volume of food. Angie, yeah, she might be watching Korean dramas in the other room. I know she needs to catch up. Actually, she's been working hard all day. As I showed you last Friday, we came out with a new a song, The Call. I played a lot of it. Actually, that's a bad one to take. I remember I privated last week's live streams. That was a bad one to private. Maybe I'll play a little bit this week because I doubt I'm going to private this one. Anyway, she's been doing work on it. Like she made a what's that called? A visualizer video for it where you can like, she made some graphics that, and then lyrics that pop up if you want. So anyway, she's been working on that. She's probably publishing that. So she's been working hard all day. And then last night, or actually this week, I should say, we finished up another song that'll hopefully, it's March 7th. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be out. Ooh, I made the balloons happen. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be out before the end of March. Finished mixing it on Wednesday. And then I mastered it last night, and I think it's ready. I just want to let it set for a day or two so I can, hear it with fresh ears and make sure and check it out on our living room show. Make sure I approve of my mastering job on it. Anyway, yeah, we have a new song. It's actually a remix of another song too from our past that needed to be brought into 2025's our production style right now. So anyway, I'll show you guys that. So anyway, yeah, she's probably gonna watch the Korean dramas a little bit later. So anyway, what have I missed any questions here? I've just been yapping and stuff, so I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired again today. I went to the gym. Today wasn't one of those days where I played really hard. I only stayed maybe an hour and I think 13 minutes. I just was tired. I just wasn't feeling it today. Right when I was getting ready to go, I saw and there was no one to play with either. So I could have wrapped it up. I can do things on my own, which really can exhaust me. I could have done some plyometrics, jumping, stuff like that. I just didn't feel motivated to push my body to that next level today. Veganism debunked, right? No, I just wasn't feeling it today. So I think my body was telling me like to just maybe have a sort of a rest week, kind of like not take it the week off, but not have a high intensity day. But anyway, I still feel tired today. But I don't know what's up. So anyway, Graven, you have an argument for me? Great, let's hear your argument. I like arguments. Super Reeferman, fully raw Christina lying about her body naturally producing B12. I don't know. Is that what she said? I mean, I'm not a biochemist. Do all human bodies generally naturally produce B12? Or is she saying fully raw Christina has a distinct human body? She's rare or singular, unique, in that her body is special and produces B12? Like, which is it? I don't know what the claim is. Uncle, what do I do on rainy days? This week, probably work on some music, hopefully. As long as it ain't too loud. If we're recording vocals, that could be an issue if it's, pounding the roof. That sounds like a lot of barbecue vegan jackfruit there, vegan metalhead. Share some with me. Graven, your argument that you want to share with me that veganism is political, is that what you think, or are people, you've heard people assert that veganism is political, having a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation is political? I mean, pretty much, Graven, if people are saying that anything's political today, seriously, the fact that I embrace my friends who are not like straight oriented is political. It seems that I have compassion. I don't like kick them out of my lives and call them horrible, bad people or something like that. Some people would say, oh, you're just being a political left or something like that. No, it's just because I'm a decent, compassionate human being. So basically, having compassion has become political. And to some people, not across the board, but some people make anything political. Hey, Bill's here. So Bill popped in. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, no Lakers game tonight. What do you think, man? Luka Doncic, I was talking earlier. We are a legit title contention team now. I mean, it'll be cool to see how the Lakers fare when they play the number one team in the West, OKC, Oklahoma. See how they deal with their team, see if we can beat them, because we showed last week we can handle the Nuggets. Anyway, it's what you say here. Your body doesn't naturally make vitamin B12. That means you have to get it from food or supplements. That's what I thought. Thank you for clarifying. Once ingested, the vitamin combines with a protein in your stomach called intrinsic factor. Yeah, and some people have problems like producing intrinsic factor or just something with the intrinsic factor, meaning that they can get the B12 through their supplements. And if their body's intrinsic factor isn't doing the thing it should be doing, then you'll have a problem because you need intrinsic factor to absorb B12. So I don't know what fully raw Christina's saying. I'm not criticizing her. I'm just going by what our commenter said here. So I don't know what she means by her body producing B12. Maybe Christina is a genetic freak and science needs to study her. If her body has figured out a way to produce B12 on its own, I think she should be analyzed by science. First, to see if what she's saying is true, and secondly, if it is true, what's happening? Can we learn from that? Can we tweak a cell or gene or something and make our bodies produce B12 like Christina's supposedly doing? Okay, so Graven's telling me about ChatGPT. The ChatGPT bot said veganism is political, huh? I wonder what he said. What its argument or reasons were for veganism being political. Because it's an ethical stance, and ethics aren't necessarily political. I said some people these days now will make your ethical beliefs political. Like I showed the example of how I don't have hate in my heart. In fact, I have the opposite for people with different preferences and orientations as far as what kind of people they want to date and all that stuff with. So anyway, I see nothing political. If you're against animal cruelty and exploitation, how is that left-leaning? How is that right-leaning? How is that libertarian? How is that, whatever? How is it anything? How is it communist? How is it socialist? How it just has none of that stuff. It's just a stand. It's like saying if you're against human exploitation, you're against raping humans, that's somehow left, right, or communist or something. No, it's an ethical belief. Like, oh, I don't go around punching people in the face. Well, that's a political stance. You don't go around hitting people. I mean, that has nothing to do with politics. So yeah, you'll meet vegans of all political persuasions. You'll meet vegans of all religious or lack of religious persuasions. It cuts across all of that. It's just this ethical stance. It exists in your mind as a belief. Yes, I'm against animal cruelty and exploitation. And more so than the belief, it's a way of living, meaning you actually make changes in your life. You put practices in place in your life so that you don't end up buying leather seats for your car if you can help it. I mean, if you get it handed to you from your parents, you might not have a choice. I'm saying as far as possible and practical, you're not going to go out and buy leather seats. You're definitely not going to buy a bunch of animal products to eat. Okay, I'll ask ChatGPT later. I will do that. Graven, thanks for giving me that info. I'll see what kind of nonsense it spits out there. I can't imagine any argument that would make it. Let me see if I have it on my phone here. Let me just ask Google's AI. Let's see, will that happen here? Is veganism political? Okay, I'm just assuming I'm going to get the AI overview here. No, I got just some dumb search results from Siri. Oh well, I'll look it up later. Bill, okay, I was just throwing that out there. Is being against human exploitation political? I would say it is. It depends what we're talking about human exploitation, like factory workers. I was thinking about exploitation. Yeah, I mean, it depends what type of exploitation. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about that one too much, Bill. Is it political? Are you saying like one side of the political aisle is pro-human exploitation, others against it? I'm not sure how that works out. You could explain that to me more. And Hitler was not vegan. He was emulating Gandhi, who was popular at the time. Hitler had his own butcher. Didn't his butcher like write a book or something like that? Hitler was not vegan or vegetarian. It's just let's say he was. Let's say there was one fascist asshole in the past that was vegan. Like, so what? There's been many fascist assholes also in history who were not vegan, so it means absolutely nothing. But just to skip back to the point, he was not vegan. So anyway, if that was something someone wanted to throw at us to make veganism sound bad, it's like, well, look at all the, let's just like look at it like this. Let's look at all the serial killers in like American history. They're all meat eaters, but say there's one vegan one, then you guys to throw it out like, oh, killer XY was vegan. Like, so what? All other 199 were not. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Yeah, I've heard that Christina made the claim that her eye color has changed. But how do you know what caused it? I've heard of that happening for other people who were not eating raw diets. It just could have happened in that time of her life where her eye color would have changed. I'm not sure why that would be the case. I'm sure if you ask other raw foodists, like say John Kohler, did his eye color change as a raw vegan? I bet you $100 he's going to say no. So it's, again, how do you attribute cause? When something happened, how do you know what caused it? Maybe your genetics would have had that happen to you anyway. That's a possibility you definitely can't rule out and say 100% sure it was eating raw carrots and juices that made my eye colors change. It just could have happened at that point in your life. Chat. Okay, so Graven's telling me what Chat GPT is saying about veganism supposedly being political. So its whole gist is that veganism is political because it goes after social norms. Well, if you're a vegan activist, Chat GTP or GPT or whatever AI might have a point there, perhaps. We'd have to explore that a little more. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. There might be some truth to that, but if you're just a vegan and not an activist, how are you going after social norms if you're just peacefully eating plants, right? You believe in your mind, animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, and then you put practices into your life where you don't buy meat and dairy and eggs at the markets and stuff, and you go to restaurants, you don't get it. How is that being political? I could see what Joey Carbstrong is doing. One could make an argument that that's political, but then you could have right-wing political activists too. I don't see how going to change social norms is linked with politics. If anyway, I'm just kind of warning. Does ChatGPT have a statement as far as which side of the political spectrum veganism is? I'm kind of curious. If it just kind of stupidly say, oh, it's a left-leaning thing or something like that, because right-wing people can try to change social norms too, like make fascism normal. Who knows? I'm just saying anything. Changing social norms has nothing to do with being on either side. Anyway. Speed says eye color can change because of lutein and maybe, I don't know what that is. Yeah, could be other factors. And I was drinking a bunch of juice and my eyes changed color. That's not a slam dunk cause and effect there. Yeah, I heard about this weird vegan cult in the news. I haven't checked it out. Maybe I should. Should I bother? I don't know. I've heard some bits about that though, guys. Okay, Graven says that ChatGPT didn't say a leaned left or right, just that veganism itself is political. I would just disagree with that. It depends on each individual person. The concept of veganism itself, let's look at it one more time here. A stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. That itself, I don't think is political. It's a ethical belief. Just like I'm against murdering or killing humans. I'm against that, I'm against killing animals. I don't see how that's political. It's just an ethical, moral belief. I wonder if ChatGPT would argue or assert that other ethical beliefs that people have are political. Is the act of having an ethical belief in itself political? If so, then veganism isn't special. If so, ChatGPT would be on all ethical beliefs are somehow political. Wow, okay, yeah, for people that are talking about Hitler being like pro-vegetarian or vegan, yeah, look what Bill said. When he came to power in 1933, he banned all the vegetarian societies in Germany, arrested their leaders, and shut down the main vegetarian magazine published during the, why? What is that? How's that a threat? I guess because it's not part of like the mainstream or something. He just wants everyone to kind of be the same, I guess. Yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. Not left or right. I'm vegan. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, Sasha, I'm saying veganism can be political, but I don't see how my beliefs about veganism are any more or less political than my beliefs about not killing humans, I don't understand. Is one political and the other's not? See, I don't understand the distinction there, how I'm against, killing humans and I'm against killing animals. Both are ethical beliefs up here in my mind, brain, whatever. How is one political and one is not? I'm saying maybe one could argue, as ChatGPT might be saying, all ethical beliefs are essentially political. I don't know. This is just crazy. It's just like how many angels could dance on the head of a pin kind of philosophical discussion. Who gives a shit? Are you against animal cruelty and exploitation or not? That's what matters. If you want to call it political, awesome. If you don't, cool. I just don't see how it's any more political than me having the same sort of ethical beliefs about not killing humans. I will have a fight with ChatGPT, Graven. I will tell it what a dumb shit it is. I'm just joking. Oh, wise move, Sarah. Wow, you went through Dexter pretty quickly there, but I understand. I can go through an episode or two or night too when I'm binge watching something. And yeah, it is fun to go back and watch the original ones. Yeah, season 1 and 2 are pretty cool. I tell you, I have a soft spot for season 2 and after of the original series because those were shot in Long Beach. Season 1 filmed in Miami. Nothing wrong with Miami, but it was cool seeing them filming all around here all these years. Sasha, what can we say, Ryan? We are just being tricky tofu munchers trying to politicize you. Yeah, see what I'm saying? If you're peacefully at home eating plants, doing your thing, whatever your job is, which is not, assuming not a vegan activist, whatever you do, you're a professional, whatever, and you're doing that and you're eating plants, I don't see anything political about that. Yeah, good point, Bill. I wasn't trying to drive a wedge or a distinction between humans and animals in that sense. Yeah, I 100%. Yeah, humans are animals. Yeah, we're animals. I'm just saying, like, my beliefs against murdering humans and killing humans. Yeah, I believe that's wrong. Just like I believe killing like animals is wrong too. Okay, yeah, Graven, yeah, it can become political because it intersects with issues like animal rights, which, yeah, I guess that's a political issue for sure. Environmental policy, food industry regulations, and stuff like that, yeah. Super Reefer Man, are you talking about lab grown meat? As long as there's no cruelty or animal cruelty or exploitation involved, yeah, make it. I hope more meat eaters eat it. I have no desire to eat meat, whether it was grown ethically or not. I don't give a shit. I don't want to eat meat, but yeah, I hope. But yeah, they're not developing that for vegans. They're trying to get more meat eaters to eat that, hopefully. But we'll see how that goes. I'm all for it. If it's going to have a net reduction of the total number of animals bred into existence to be slaughtered annually, I'm totally for it. Am I going to eat it? I have no plans to. I'm totally happy eating my legumes and potatoes and tofu and bananas and all that. Okay, it looks like Graven's asking ChatGPT stuff. Okay, yeah, so ChatGPT seems to agree with me here. Veganism itself is not inherently political. Exactly what I'm saying. If you believe animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, that's an ethical belief. And I don't think it's one that crosses over into political belief. Okay, it's primarily a lifestyle choice based on avoiding animal products. Yeah, absolutely. It's a lifestyle choice. Yeah, for individuals, okay, like activists. That's why I already plotted out what ChatGPT might say. If you're a vegan activist, then you're not a normal vegan. You're doing more than just peacefully munching plants at home as you go about your life as a professional video editor or accounts receivable manager or something like that. For individuals, being vegan can be a personal decision without political motives, but in broader discussions, it often overlaps with activism and policy changes. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Like PCRM, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, they're an activist and lobbyist group. So yeah, political for sure. It can be, but most vegans don't have a lobbyist. What's that called? Pact or whatever they are. Steven, do I like to eat jackfruit? Not raw jackfruit as much as like how jackfruit can be a really cool like filling for like tacos and stuff like that. That said, I don't have it all that much. You like my accounts receivable thing, late model? It's just a random occupation I'll blurt out or something like that. Let's see. What's that, Foo? You agoraphobia. Is that spiders? I've heard the word before. I don't know all the phobias. Is that what that one is? Sasha, the real question is, when would a vegan be considered not political. Like I said, if you're just like, eating, peacefully munching plants at home or at the office, at lunchtime, the break room, accounts receivable, and you go back and do your thing and you go home and make dinner, plants for your kids. I don't see anything all that political about that. You're doing it because you're against animal cruelty and exploitation. I really don't see anything political, inherently political about that. Okay, agoraphobia is fear of going outside. Thank you, David's vegan. I think I was confusing it with arachnophobia. Is that it? Hello, Skycross. Thanks for joining us. But Sasha, yeah, for sure. When it came to voting, if there were issues like there have been on the California ballot to like say, give animals like more protections and more rights. Yeah, I'm going to vote that way. So I guess that it's political because, if there's a political issue, but without that political issue, I'm not going to express my beliefs about veganism in a political way unless there's a political issue. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Accounts receivable, dang right. Hey, if anyone works in accounts receivable, I'm not making fun of the occupation or the art form, the art and science of receiving accounts or anything like that. If that's your thing, your passion, totally cool. Everyone's got to do their part to make this world work. Oh, that's cool. Fu, you do like spiders, but roaches freak you out. Awesome. Let's see. Complete protein? Where'd you see that, Sarah? Someone talking about complete protein? Is that what ChatGPT's talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay. Graven's posting from ChatGPT. Some argue, anyone could argue anything like Joe Rogan. I don't think ChatGPT is saying that these people who are arguing are necessarily experts or have any truth on their side. But anyway, he could say some idiots could argue that a vegan diet can make it harder to get essential nutrients like vitamin B12. Yeah, you just take a supplement. It's harder because, our bodies don't naturally produce it. Unless you're fully raw Christina, then you're like 1 in a billion genetic freak. Anyway, let's see. Omega-3 fatty acids and iron. Iron's not that hard. It's in a ton of plants. Omega-3 fatty acids. Again, if you're eating properly, it's just a supplement. You can take a supplement. You could take an algae supplement. You could have ground flaxseed like I put in my smoothies. Ooh, I think I forgot to put that in my smoothie today, the ground flaxseed. Uh-oh, I'm going to die. And complete protein. Complete protein's a myth. ChatGPT, you have to tell it, Graven, go back and tell it that the complete protein myth is long debunked. Don't you know that, ChatGPT? You should know this. Anyway, critics argue that this requires careful planning. I'm not sure how careful it means. I like the wording of the health organizations that I show, like a well-planned. I don't know about careful planning. That sounds like every day you have to be tracking your nutrients, doing a bunch of math and reading labels all the time. No, just a well-planned, balanced vegan diet. I don't do careful planning. I've never once got out chronometer and tracked a whole day of eating, a week of eating, make sure I'm getting this or that. I do eat a well-balanced vegan diet. I get my blood tested from time to time. Everything's cool. I don't know if you need careful planning. I guess I take that back. If you're doing something extreme and restrictive, then you should have careful planning. You should have like a vegan dietitian. Make sure your raw diet is going to be sufficient for you, nutrients-wise. If not, you'll need to take some nutrients. That's what the careful plan is about. Just see if there's any holes that you're creating by eating in an extreme and restrictive way. But yeah, anyway, I just take B12 anyway, no matter what, Yeah, I'm like, sir, just make sure you get enough calories. Eat a diverse diet, a well-balanced, diverse diet of plants. Don't undereat, and you should be fine. That's not, I said I don't do any careful planning, not deficient, not dead yet after 14 and a half years. I'm not sure what this careful planning would be exactly. But anyway. ChatGPT is definitely trolling you, Graven. ChatGPT is definitely trolling you, 100%. Hey, Heidi. I don't think I said hi to you tonight yet, Heidi. Let's see. Hey, Dom David. Yeah, we're talking about, Joey Carpenter. Let's hope his latest investigation gets some convictions to stop cruelty. Yeah, let's hope so. That's what I'm saying. We don't need to watch it as vegans. We know we don't need to have our mental health rocked. If you are sensitive, like I am, to images of cruelty and exploitation of animals, it really is. I don't want to see it. I love Joey, but I'm not going to watch that. But I hope it raises awareness. Hope people get in trouble if there's people that should get in trouble. 100%. I hope there's a lot of good and change that might come from Joey's video. So anyway, enough about all this technical B12 stuff. Just take a B12 supplement, and get your blood checked. Because I said, for some people, your body might not produce enough or the right amount or whatever of intrinsic factors. So even if you're taking a supplement, your B12 might not be converting or being processed. See, I'm not a biochemist. I'm just a music producer. Anyway, get your take your supplements and get your blood checked to make sure that you are getting your B12 from your supplements. And this is true for vegans and non-vegans. It's not non-vegans that have trouble with the intrinsic factor. It's not like something that's more of a problem for vegans. It's just people in general. And it could happen to you as a vegan, but it has nothing to do with you being vegan or eating a vegan diet.
Thanks
hey,
for the tip.
Hipista. Thank you for the super chat tip there. Let's see. How can your ethical choices not influence your political choices? I can't separate the two. Well, I told you, just in my daily life of peacefully eating plants at home, I don't think my plant eating influences my political choices because typically on a daily basis, I'm not making many political choices. I don't think. I have to really examine what I do in a day. Maybe there's more subconsciously going on than I'm aware of. But I'm saying is, when there is a political choice, like a ballot initiative comes up on the state where, that gives animals more rights, I'm voting for that. I'm 100% down, 100. So, so. I'm not sure if that makes veganism political. I just see, hey, I want to make change for animals. I want to give animals more rights. Anything I can do to help the animals, I'll make YouTube videos to help the animals. I'll call out idiots on YouTube here to help animals if I think it might, and I'll vote if I think it might help. I'll do whatever it takes to help the animals. If it's political, awesome. If it's making a video, awesome. If it's talking to someone, awesome. Whatever it takes. So some of my actions to help animals might be political, but I think, and overall, like a very small percentage of my actions are in that political realm. And as I pointed out, we have Republican vegans on right now on this live stream. Yeah, it's not a political issue, but I think we all can agree, Republican, independent, or Democratic, or whatever type of vegan you might be. If it came up for vote that we saw something to vote on, that we as individual voters can choose to have animals, we can vote that animals get more rights or something like that, we would all vote for it, no matter what our political persuasions are. It's something, see, veganism transcends politics. We'll vote politically, we'll get involved in the political process to help out animals, but it's not to, it's not the helping animals has nothing to do with what party you're in or something like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, we've talked about Russell Brand many times on this channel. I made a video like a month or two ago about him no longer being vegan. So anyway, hey, Ocean Waves. Hey, Ryan. I tried my first recipe from the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Awesome. I've been sending a lot out in the past few weeks. So thank you for getting one. The 3-bean vegan chili is incredible. Yeah, I haven't had that in a while. And she has some great, she makes some great chilies here. And they're really fun to make this time of year because, it's cold, you're putting something on a hot, the pot gets really hot, stays hot for an hour, the stove's on, makes the house a little warmer. But eat it all week. Yeah, her recipes, if there's just one of you, you could probably eat that for 4 days, because when she makes it, we each have a big bowl on the first day, then can have another bowl each on the second day. So 4 servings. So yeah, you can eat that all week. Excited to try the next one. Thank you, Jason. Awesome. Sasha, what do I think about the ethics of showing animal cruelty and all that? I feel like they're victims and deserve privacy, and I don't need... Yeah, I'm with you. I don't need to see that. I know it's wrong. I'm already vegan. However, I think for people who are just blissfully ignorant, going about their lives eating burgers and steak without thinking anything about how it got to be a burger or steak, I think some people, if they were to actually see what happens in slaughterhouses, the cruelty and just horrible, inhumane conditions that animals have to spend pretty much their entire lives in, and they then get slaughtered to end it all, I think some people, if assuming they have compassion in their hearts, they're not totally hardened, might actually reflect for a moment, like, yeah, my friend Bobby or Ryan is a vegan. I always thought he was crazy. I thought he was just some weird vegan guy. Now I understand why. I get it now. So I think images like that can be beneficial for people who are also just kind of blissfully ignorant and might be shaken to their core about their willingness to participate in that industry that causes nothing but just suffering for the animals and the people in it too, for that matter. So anyway, let's see. Wanting to be healthy is woke? Where'd that come from, Graven? I didn't know I was being woke. See, I say anything could be politicized now. The fact that I don't hate my gay and lesbian and transgender friends. Some people would say I'm woke or bad or something like that. And my desire to eat in a way that's healthy so I can take care of myself in the old age. Some people would say that's woke. No, you got to eat crappy food full of cholesterol so you'll die young. That's American. I don't know. Some people might think like that. I don't think any guys do. I'm just saying some really effed up thinking people can think like that. I know there's a lot of crazy out people these days. Let's see. Gremlin Town? I don't know if I get that joke there, Sarah. You eat healthy because if you don't, Gremlin Town? What is that? Jacob Emanuel, hey, what y'all doing here? We're just talking about veganism right now. We're talking about is veganism inherently political, because ChatGPT was giving one of our viewers here the argument that veganism is often political. Anyway, you turn into full gremlin if you eat crappy? Like, what happens? I want to know now. That sounds pretty wild. I mean, I could eat some bad food. I just might feel like kind of sluggish and not my normal self or something like that. But what does turning into a gremlin mean? I guess I'm not too familiar with gremlins. To me, these kind of mystical beings like gremlins, to me, are like, I don't know, like goblins and ghouls. I don't know. They're all kind of the same thing. All, in my lame mind and understanding of them, all kind of do the same thing. What are the attributes of gremlins? I'd like to hear. Google a gremlin. I don't have time. Okay, I'll Google gremlin. It's probably going to tell me about that dumb movie. It's not a dumb, isn't there a movie, Gremlin? Anyway, I'll Google gremlin. Let's see what it says a gremlin is. A mischievous fictional character. I knew about that. Invented at the beginning of the 20th century to originally explain malfunctions in aircraft. Or reliability testing and chaos engineering. Okay, that doesn't help me. So when you eat bad food, Sarah, you're saying you cause mischief and you cause technology to break or something like that? Wow, that's crazy. I can't imagine that happening if you eat bad food. Like all the tech starts breaking around you and stuff like that. It can seem like that sometimes. It seems like when you're tired and hungry, it's just harder to do simple things. Like, gosh, how come I can't like get the password to enter? And it's because I'm starving right now. Anyway. Hello, Rodney. Oh my goodness. Hello, Rodney. I remember Hello, Rodney from the old days back when, he was all he got into watching vegan YouTube content back in the days of when like Durian Ryder. Have you guys heard that name in a long time? Was doing a bunch of like just bad stuff to people back then. But good to see you. Hello, Rodney. Awesome. We're still sitting here talking about veganism. Okay, just a little feisty. That's what you get, Sarah. You don't start breaking technology. You just get a little feisty, like hangry times 1,000. I'm with you on that. Okay, I can relate to that now. Hey, Uncle, your stomach has grumblings when you eat beans. You too, Rodney. You take care too. Come by anytime you want. You want to ask us any questions about veganism? Feel free to. Yeah, Robert Bird. I'm not sure what the context of your comment there is, Robert. Hey, I don't know if I said hi to you yet tonight, Robert, either. But yeah. Good point. Good tip there. Don't eat after midnight. And speaking of which, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Did I hear on the news today, at least here in the United States, that daylight savings time starts on Sunday? If so, this could fix a couple problems for me because I've been waking up earlier than I normally do. I've been waking up kind of like at 8 o'clock these days, 7:30, 8 o'clock. When I'd rather get up at like 9 o'clock or something like that. So hell, if we spring forward and I kind of adjust to that, when I get up at old 8 o'clock, it'll be new 9 o'clock, right? So I guess that'll fix that problem. I'll become a late riser again. Maybe that'll be my new life. I'll be an early riser when we fall back, because that's what happened. We fell back and I never quite adjusted. I was getting up early. And then now when we spring forward, I'll get up at the same time, but it'll be 9. So that's weird. Is this what getting old's like? I don't know, but I think that'll be my new reality here. Late rising goals for sure. I just want to kind of get back on my normal time, but I have to say, Sarah, getting up earlier in the winter has some utility to it, given that there's less daylight, and it gets dark earlier. So if you're up earlier, you can get more done while there's light. Just having the sun when you're up, just in the morning, out in the living room, doing some work or having a coffee or something like that's nice. Or if you want to go out and grab a coffee, there's sunlight. And then when it's dark at 4:45, you're not all pissed off because you had sunlight throughout the day. So it's kind of cool to get up early to take advantage of the morning light. And now till October, once we spring forward, it's dark. It gets dark at 8 or 9, and you got all day for sunlight. Sky Crush, I could totally see that happening. How this administration could potentially say ban plant-based lunches from public schools. I could totally see that happening. Maybe RFK will step in and say, "Oh no, plant-based is healthy." What's his opinion on plant-based? Anyone know? I have no idea. I know he's a meat eater and he advocates for healthy meat, right? Regenerative farming, animals that were taken care of really nicely, grass-fed. And we know there's not enough land, arable land to feed enough grass to feed the United States or the world or anything like that. Grass-fed beef, it's just a privileged thing that only the wealthier people can do. They can pay that extra money. But even if the price came down, there's not enough land. But what do you know? Anyone know his take on plant-based diets? Is he one of those people? Because most people that believe in that regenerative agriculture stuff, most of them think veganism is horrible. They think veganism entails more animals being killed. It's inherently unhealthy. You need complete protein, all this stuff. I'm just curious if any of you guys know his thoughts or beliefs on plant-based diets. Just curious. But that said, Sarah, I do hate the time changes too. I was thinking when I heard about it today, like, seems kind of early in the year. March, didn't that usually happen in like spring? It's not even spring yet, I mean, yeah, the spring equinox will be this month, but still, we're not even there yet. I thought it happened later on. What's that, babe? The time change, yeah. I told you, I was 10. There's one good thing. When we get up at 8, it'll be 9 now, so we'll naturally be late risers again. I know, it's crazy. But it's kind of cool getting up early in the winter, right? Getting that sunlight because it goes away at 4:30. So it's kind of cool. I don't mind being an early riser in the winter, a late riser in the rest of the year because, it just works out good that way. I can have this dual life, That's cool. Oh, yeah, we're discussing dinner here. Yeah, we could do Tuscan kale pilaf tonight.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we have everything we need.
Yeah, do you want to start it, or should you just wait for me to get out? Because remember, it takes 30 minutes once we hit start on the Instapot.
You just ate all that.
Yeah, I'm cool right now, but I could see in an hour and a half or so. I'll be let's eat. Yeah.
Well, if you get starving, I just text me.
Okay, I think I'll be cool. Let's see. VLAM says, can't wait for the time change. You'll have at least 1 hour to join the cult meeting. Yeah, well, how will that change for you? I guess you're not in the same spring forward, fall back time change thing that we're on. Timothy S says, hey Timothy, the Tuscan kale pilaf from the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook is the best. Probably my favorite food. Let me show you guys. I love to show this one all the time because we eat it. Literally, I don't think a week goes by, guys. Seriously, I don't think a week has gone by in the past 2 years where we have not had a Tuscan kale pilaf. It's the first recipe in our book here. This is it. Here's the recipe. So yeah, we're talking about having that tonight. It's so cool. It's a complete protein. You got your rice and beans. In case ChatGPT is concerned that we're not getting enough protein or a complete protein, Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Think about growing kale, Nikki. I did it once before. It grows kind of easily. It's almost a weed. My problem was that it was attacked by some kind of bugs. I forgot, some kind of caterpillar or something. It didn't eat our other food that we were growing out there, but it just ripped through the kale, so it kind of sucked. So I don't think I'm ever going to grow kale again. But you can try it out. Maybe you don't have that bug where you're at, So anyway, sorry about my nose, guys. I had a bath a little bit earlier today after the gym. Let's see, Graven, they should make it a national holiday when it happens, like when we spring forward and stuff. That'd be cool. I know a lot of people have trouble making it to work that day because they didn't know. Let's see, intermittent fasting? No, I don't do any sort of fasting, Super Reefermon. Yeah, that's just not my thing. If you do it and it works out for you, it's totally cool, but yeah, it's not my thing. I eat food, I do my work, I do my exercise, I eat food, I repeat the process. And for me, it's I have no desire to fast, and quite honestly, I'm not sure how it would work into my lifestyle, my flow, especially I have a wife, we eat together and do things together. So yeah, I've done quite fine in my life without intermittent fasting. I wonder what people's goal is when they do intermittent fasting. Are you? And I'm just kind of curious. I think different people have different goals. I think it helps with some medical conditions, maybe, but I think most people are doing it to lose weight or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to lose weight or anything like that. I'm cool with where I'm at right now. You got to get some sleep, Fu Man Poo. Well, I'm glad you spent an hour with us. I know it's late. Speaking of times, yeah, it's 9, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So thank you, Fu. Hope you're doing good. And don't get a Marshall half stack, Fu. I saw your comment earlier. It's way too freaking loud. Seriously. Like what are you talking about? Like a 50 or a 100 watt tube amp head? I mean, no. Amps like that sound good when they're cranked up. And I'm telling you, Fu, you'll never be anywhere where you're going to be able to crank the amp up to the volume level where it's putting out the sound that is the sound you associate with a Marshall stack. It's going to be it's going to be way too loud for a home. So anyway, think about getting a smaller amp because you're going to have some regrets probably. Trust me on this one as a lifelong guitarist, and I've had many amps, even a 5 watt amp could be hella loud. T Jones, yeah, Angie went to art school for a year or something. right out of high school. Then she left because it's ridiculously expensive. You go into a private school and all that, having to live in the dorms. She would have, she didn't want to get into massive debt. And they were training her to do commercial art, something she was not into, like making, stuff for other people. That was not her thing. So anyway, yeah, she's a trained artist. And we also, our video artists too. We've made a few, serious music videos, like ones I'm proud of as for the videography, the cinematic effects, and all that. So yeah, more than just like the little videos we make here for YouTube. We've done like full-on art videos too. So anyway, Travis says get a full stack. Travis is just being devil's advocate there. No, Fu Manpoo should not get a full Marshall stack or even a half stack. If anything, get a combo amp, like a 112-inch speaker, 10-watt amp or something like that. Billy Badass, do I miss eating a steak and baked potato? No, I eat baked potatoes all the time, and if I want to put some kind of butter or sour cream, you are aware there are very delicious vegan butters and vegan sour cream, so I can eat that anytime I want. If I want a steak, and I never, even when I was not vegan in my past, I was never a big steak guy, so no, I have no desire. I don't miss steak in any way. What I did miss for the longest time as a vegan was Ben & Jerry's ice cream, particularly Cherry Garcia and fish food. And guess what? For maybe 10 years now, they have dairy-free versions, completely vegan versions of those foods. So I'm totally set. There's great vegan beef jerkies. That Louisville brand is one of my faves. You can get it at most stores. Really, it reminds me what beef jerky was back when I was a meat eater person. And if I really needed some stuff, as Graven points out, there's all these high-tech brands now that make, they make something that looks and smells like steak, but make it out of some kind of plant material or something like that, like Impossible or Beyond. So if I really, really wanted to eat a steak or something like that, I can go do that as a vegan and not have to be served up a dish created via animal body parts. And to be honest with you, steak to me sounds gross. It makes me want to vomit when I think about steak. Cherry Garcia, no, that doesn't make me want to gag. Get me some. I'll serve me up some of that, please. So what'd you think about that answer, Billy Badass? And Hippieista makes the best seitan barbecue. If you know what seitan is, it's something that was considered to be sort of meaty, made out of plants way before the Impossible and Beyond food technologies came to be. There's still good foods, but yeah, depends. There's so many ways to eat something that's like a steak without having to have animals killed for you. Timothy says there's one vegan steak called meat tea that's made from mushrooms, and it's pretty good. Steak, if cloned though, doesn't it make you want to gag? No, here's the thing. If I see a piece of steak, super reefer mon, if I'm walking around with my wife, we're out and about, and we pass some people eating steak, I want to puke, all right? I don't look at that and go, delicious. Too bad I'm an effing vegan because daddy wants a slice of that. No, furthest from it. When I see steak, I want to barf. Same thing, if I'm walking along my wife and I see a big dog shit on the sidewalk, I want to hurl. It makes steak and dog shit to me cause the same emotional, visceral reaction, ugh. Steak goes beyond that and causes more emotional distress because I know it came from, animals being slaughtered, but the same physical reaction seeing shit on the ground and seeing a piece of steak on someone's plate. Same thing, gross. I'm not considering putting that in my mouth. It's gross. Off limits. You know what I'm talking about, Sarah, right? You know what I'm saying there. Yeah, the smell of the meat section of the market, which I very rarely have to walk past, thank God, because the market I go to be honest with you, I don't even know where the meat section is, really, because I never go there, and it must not be near the stuff I regularly buy, so I'm cool with that, Back when I used to shop at Whole Foods, unfortunately, the meat section was right next to the produce section, so that kind of sucked. Yeah, and there's brands that make vegan fish. Like, what are you talking about there? I've never had that vegan salmon. I've tried Good Catch, you know, for their like fake tuna or whatever. If you really need that, have it. Yeah, I don't eat that stuff all that often, but if you really need it, it's out there. Ah, that sucks, Timothy. Yeah, I didn't have a choice either at Whole Foods. What's that, vegan metalhead? True, when your coworkers make chicken feet, it makes you, yeah, you don't sit there, too bad I'm vegan, because those chicken feet look so tasty and delicious. No, it's the opposite. It makes you want to gag. And that's the thing a lot of meat eaters don't understand. They somehow incorrectly assume that vegans are existing as vegans through sheer willpower. We're resisting at all moments, like eating meat and dairy and eggs, when they don't realize most of us find most of that stuff gross and we want to gag. They don't get that. They think we want to eat that and we're hungry and we're just resisting that because we're stupid, compassionate people or something like that. Yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. Thank God I don't have to pass the meat section. I tell you, you guys made me reflect and realize how lucky I am that I don't even know where the meat section is at my market. To me, I just block it out. It doesn't exist because I don't go near there. And the way our market is laid out, I don't have to go near it. Yeah, it's Whole Foods. It was laid out. It was sneaky. They made you go past it. But the current market I go to more regularly now, when I go to like almost every week, yeah, I don't have to go past the meat section. Thank goodness. Yeah, Angie got some apples the other day too. Yeah, it's winter. This is when apples are in season, right? I thought they come off the tree now, and then if you buy them in the summer, they've been refrigerated for months. I don't know. I'm not an expert at that. So anyway, yeah, I'm like you, Heidi. I just kind of block it out. You know, I call it Jack in the Boxing. That's my term for it because I tell Angie, I don't even know where Jack in the Boxes are. I know they're around us, and I drive past them kind of regularly, maybe, but I never see them. It just, to me, when my brain sees a Jack in the Box, it just cuts it out because it's totally useless for me. There's no need for Jack. I have no need or use for Jack in the Box, and I think it's gross. So I just Jack in the Boxes. Sometimes I'll ask Angie, wow, has that Jack in the Box always been there? I mean, I've been driving past that thing for like 10 years and never noticed it. And that's how the meat section is for me too at my current market. I just Jack in the Box it out. Just no use. I don't need to go buy it or anything. Anyway, yeah, it's the Jack in the Boxing. That's my little inside joke about that. Dom Dowd, what are we talking about weight loss for? That's totally out of the blue, but thanks for sharing that. But yeah, veganism is not about weight loss. There are ways to lose weight healthily as a vegan, but that's your choice. If you want to be vegan and lose weight, totally cool. So anyway, Sasha, yeah, you don't have to eat tofu as a vegan. I went for maybe 3-4 plus years as a vegan and pretty much ate no tofu, at least in the house. Had it on occasion when I went out to Asian vegan restaurants. But yeah, you don't have to have tofu. That's the beauty of eating plants. There's so many different kinds of plants. Tofu is just one kind of legume. If you don't like tofu, odds are you'll like another kind of legume. Maybe you like black or white beans or chickpeas, garbanzos or mung beans, if you're like Indian cuisine. There's so many different things you can eat. Oh, the mucoid plaque. Angie was doing a little research what those photos are that the raw people use about mucoid plaque. It's not what they say it is. It's funny how science says there's no evidence for mucoid plaque. So if that stuff was actual evidence, science would say, yes, there's the evidence, those photos. It's something else entirely, Just because some uneducated person says, yeah, that's mucoid plaque there in my photo doesn't mean that's what it is. But yeah, our mucoid plaque. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had any raw people come on tonight and tell us how we're full of mucoid plaque. That sounds delicious, Sarah. Yeah, marinate some tofu. That sounds good. I'm with you, Robert. I hate the look and smell of meat. Oh, I didn't know that, Uncle, about Jack in the Box, huh? And if anyone's messages are getting caught by our bot, Yeah, don't type in all caps. Whether you meant it, positively, usually when haters come on, they'll say something in all caps, and that's why I have that set up. Not so there's some false positives, I guess, what's happening with you. I'm sorry about that. My bot is just a bot. It's not a thinking, cogitating, sentient agent. It's just following algorithmic rules and applies them even-handedly to all people. Wow, 50-pound bag of black beans. There you go, guys. See? And I bet you got it for pretty cheap, too. I hate it when people say it costs so much to eat that vegan food. Like, really? A 50-pound bag of black beans. Let's just say a horrible thing happened. Like, a war, or economic breakdown, pandemic, who knows? Something crazy happened. Sarah's 50-pound bag of black beans would probably last you quite a long time too. It preserves well. It's cheap. It's so. Try that with meat. If there's not a lot of electricity, try refrigerating 50 pounds of meat for your family. That's not gonna last too long. That sounds good, Sarah. I wish I was like you in that sense. I wish I had a more a flow in my life to make beans the way you do. That's the most economical way to do it, is get a big, get them the hard beans, and make them. We've done it. It's not like I don't know what it's like, and it's a lot of trouble. Kind of have to eat them kind of quickly. Yeah, you put them in the fridge, but they can go bad. I'm just kind of lazy and get the canned ones from the market. But yeah, it's cool. I wish I had that flow going, because I like making beans fresh like that. They're more delish. Oh, you store them in food grade buckets? Yeah, sounds like you know what you're doing. That's awesome. Yeah, and legumes, as you point out, Heidi, are linked to longevity. That's why I like to ask the raw people, why are you telling people not to eat legumes? How are they going to kill you? In fact, they do the opposite. They make you live longer. So there's such bullshit when they say, oh, you eating all that cooked food's going to kill you. Nope, show me how legumes are going to kill me. The point being, you pretty much have to cook a legume. They're hard as hell. You can't just bite beans. But you could chomp through one. It might take you all day, but that's not practical. Wow, Sarah, that's awesome. Yeah, Robert, you don't have to be a tofu fan, man. That's the thing. It's cool. There's so many different kinds of plants we can eat. So many different kinds of legumes we can eat. Long Beach used to have a lot of good vegan restaurants. I don't go out too much anymore in Long Beach. I went out today, though. When I was leaving the gym, Angie texted me and said, hey, did you get that email from Plant Powered Fast Food that they're giving out free fries with every entree order today? I said, oh, let me look. Oh, cool. So I was, leaving the gym. I said, order us 2 entrees. She got I don't know what she got. She got me a burrito. She got a sandwich, I think, and we each got free fries. So I got that, and it's drive through if you want to. That's what's cool about that. So we had that today. Then I came home, I ate that, and then I made a smoothie because I was fantasizing about my smoothie at the gym, and I didn't want the burrito to be my only breakfast. But yeah, there's a lot of places where you can get vegan options. Just look on Happy Cow. I mean, I don't think there's as many full-on vegan restaurants now, but there's new ones popping up all the time. There's a new vegan bakery / pastry place down here on Retro Row that is getting quite popular, and it's vegan. People don't care that there's no animal butter or whatever eggs in there. People love it. It's doing great. We still need to go. I know exactly where it's at. We just haven't made the time to go yet. That's true, hippie Easter. That's why God invented pressure cookers to cook legumes, and for us Tuscan kale pilaf. AJ's here! Woo! AJ! You know how to make an entrance, AJ, with the weekly cult news. Thank you so much, AJ Vintage, our number one
weekly cult
greatest patron. Thank you for keeping us afloat here, AJ. Truly, thank you so much. There you are. Aloha, Ryan and gang. There you are. I thought it just came in, bam, with a super chat tip. But there you are, AJ. Missed you there. Yeah, Fuban Poo was here earlier and just left. A movie about Asians claiming that racism occurs towards them. I haven't seen that. I haven't heard about that. But as an Asian, I'll tell you, yeah, racism towards Asians is real. It's happened to me at various points in my life. So I don't know what the point of the movie is, if they're saying that's true or false. But if you want to take the word of this Asian, yeah, I've had people be racist towards me when I was younger,
Facts
like
about
in junior
animal ads are
high,
mainstream
high
now.
school.
Why do you think so many
and
won't go vegan
2016.
despite knowing the facts? What makes US vegans special that we changed, but others won't?
Oh, thanks, VLAM. Thank you for your super chat tip there. Let me read that again. Facts about animal ag are mainstream now. Why do you think so many won't go vegan despite knowing the facts? What makes US vegans special that we change but others won't? What makes us vegans special? Not US. What makes us vegans special that we change but others won't? Well, I think it's. I've thought about this a lot, AJ. I mean, V, and like I said, we were talking earlier about having people be able to view slaughterhouse footage. Like Joey Carbstrong just got some. We don't need to see it. We already know what's going on. But a lot of people are blissfully ignorant and just keep on doing what they have been doing. They're comfortable. They're just doing, what they've always known, what everyone else is doing. And they've seen no reason to change, even though they love animals. If they heard about someone hitting dogs and cats out in the street with sticks, they'd say, put him in jail. The guy's a maniac, But if someone's doing that to a cow or a pig or chicken behind closed doors, they don't know about it until they see it. So I think for some people, they need to be confronted with that. And if they're honest with themselves, they'll have to reconcile or rationalize, what's going on? How come, I love animals. If I don't want to see animals being put through that. Then now they know. It's not like the 1970s. No one knew what veganism was. Now they know, like, hey, my friend's vegan. These other people are vegan. They know what it is now. So I think, if they want to be honest with themselves and actually live the life that they think they have, like they're against animals being treated like that, they would have no choice other than to go vegan. So maybe that's it. They just haven't had the right exposure yet to something that will force them to confront the apparent contradiction in their what they believe and how they live. I'm 3/4 Asian, super reefer mom, 3/4 Asian enough. The thing is, I'm such a weird blend or looking dude, I guess, that I never know how someone's going to perceive me. Like, case in point, one of the older dudes I played basketball with, he's younger than me. He's like in his early 50s. Anyway, we were just talking like maybe a month ago, and he didn't know what I was. He didn't know that I was Asian or what. I said, take a guess, because I've experienced this since high school. I've asked people, what do you think I am? I could ask 10 different people what they think I am, and I'll probably get about 5 or 6 different responses, So anyway, I'm 3/4 Asian. Metalhead, you're getting off to go watch other vegan YouTubers? What other vegan YouTuber could be more entertaining and riveting and entertaining? It's actually entertaining twice. Entertaining, riveting. See, you need to watch me because I'm so dumb. I'll just step on myself with my words like that. Yeah, Sarah, I'm with you. Only happy, healthy vegan. Yeah, I'm kind of like Keanu Reeves. I think he's like a similar blend like me of, European and Asian things. Heidi, it's a cult. Stay. AJ just got a huge Trader Joe's haul today. Wow, I haven't been to Trader Joe's for a while now. They opened up a new market closer to me than Trader Joe's, so I've just been going there. I've probably only gone to Trader Joe's like twice in the past 4 months. I kind of miss the banana bread. Oh, Canu is half white. Okay, so he's more white than me. I think I looked more like him when I was younger, as far as the blend. I think I look more Asian now. No, I'm a quarter white. Yeah, 3/4 Chinese. You're lucky, Uncle. If Trader Joe's is right around the corner for me, I'd be going there more often too. Oh, you don't like the Trader Joe's parking lot? Ours is kind of cool because there's a vegan restaurant literally next door. Veggie Grill is right next door. It's like a little chain, I think a California chain. We're lucky. Like I was talking about plant-powered fast foods, like a little California vegan chain, and we got Veggie Grill, another little vegan chain. There's a lot of vegan options here. Uh-oh, they didn't have the vegan banana bread when you went, AJ? That sucks. See, I'd be pissed since I go there so infrequently now, Trader Joe's, if I walked in, tonight or tomorrow, they didn't have the banana bread, I'd be pissed. Yeah, Heidi, that's one reason why Angie liked me when she met me, is she thought I looked like Keanu Reeves, and she was like, in her younger days, she liked Keanu Reeves a lot, she thought he was totally hot. So I guess she thought I was totally hot then. I got lucky. Keanu Reeves, if Keanu Reeves was not a movie star, I may have never hooked up with Angie. We might not be here right now. Happy, healthy, vegan, and love spirals and all that. Who knows? My life could have been totally different. So I owe a lot to Keanu Reeves. So thank you, Keanu, for being Keanu Reeves. Now, Heidi, there are some walnuts in the banana bread. Do you not like walnuts, or do you have an allergy? I mean, there's not that many, and they're literally like right on the top. You could literally just like get a knife or finger and just pick them out. They come right out. They're not embedded inside the baking. They're stuck right on the top, like the apex of the loaf. They come off easily. So I wouldn't stop that. You can save the walnuts, give them to squirrels or something. Everyone wins. That sucks, hippie Easta. 45 minutes from you? Yeah, I complain. My Trader Joe's is about maybe 8 or 9 minutes from me. Yeah, they're only on top, Heidi. Trust me, you should be able to shave them up. Just go there and look at it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Just go to Trader Joe's, pick up the banana bread, and you'll see the walnut just right on top. You just could pick them right off. Yeah, thanks, Janet, for reminding people to hit that like button. Awesome. Why do I owe a lot to Keanu Reeves? You must have walked in or has jumped in here at a weird time, Produce Not Pills, if that's what you came in at. I owe a lot to Keanu Reeves because Angie, but Angie, most importantly, when she met me, thought I looked a great deal like Keanu Reeves. And earlier in her life, she had a huge crush on Keanu Reeves. So I just kind of, I was the Keanu Reeves type for her. Oh man, did we ever put that video out, TJ? There was one video where we got swarmed by seagulls at the beach when I was surfing. There was another one we got swarmed by a bunch of geese at the park. You watch that every now and then when you want to laugh until we cry. I didn't know if we had put that up or not. I know what you're talking about. That's common. Geese are like that. They can be kind of aggressive, And it's hard to know how to react. Should we be afraid? Should we have some fear? Or should we just be kind of chill? It's kind of this weird mix of emotions. Oh, thanks, Heidi. I think, yeah, somehow Angie and I look really good together. It's trippy, But it works, We just look like a great little couple. Oh, Keanu Reeves movies. Yeah, we've talked about Keanu Reeves movies a few times on here. Yeah, Little Buddha. Find that one. That's one of my... I think it's my favorite Keanu Reeves movie. I have a soft spot for movies about Buddha or Buddhism. And Keanu Reeves playing Buddha, slam dunk. It was just... He was like the perfect actor to play Buddha. Yeah, I'm actually a little over a foot taller than Angie, which is perfect. She fits right underneath my chin. So if I hug her, her head's just sitting right up here. It's perfect. We're like Tetris, Lego match. It's great. And there's some really healthy vegan women, super Reefermont, and there's some really healthy vegan men, and there's some unhealthy vegan women and men. Just depends what you're doing with your life, and how you're eating, how you're taking care of yourself, and your genetics for that point, that matter too. All right, Timothy. Wow, sounds like yeah, you got a serious phone call there. Yeah, that sounds more important than what we're doing here. So yeah, enjoy. Hope it's a good call. Hopefully nothing stressful going on. I say that because yeah, half the time I talk to my mom, there's something stressful going on. Oh man, Myra's in Italy right now. Damn. Wish I could travel somewhere right now. I just want to get away and just hide from the world. Nah, I don't. But I haven't traveled in a long time. Years. Yeah, Uncle. Who is Myra exactly? You've never fully defined who Myra is in your life, Uncle. Okay, it's a nice weekly call you have. Awesome. That's good. Families should get along. Let's see how we're doing on time here. An hour and a half. All right, I'll probably do my thing and just have a half hour. I'm sorry, a 2-hour live stream. So yeah, Ken is 60 now. I believe it. I know he's a few years older than me, and I'm 57, so that sounds about right. I like he's kind of like me. So it looks like he's aging gracefully and naturally. When I saw photos of him recently, it didn't look like he's getting a bunch of shit done or anything like that. Just like me, just aging gracefully, naturally. I mean, if you get shit done, I'm not bagging on you. I'm just saying, I don't do that. I don't have money for that or the desire. Even if I had a bunch of money, I just letting, what's happening happen. Just trying to take care of myself. I was tempted to do something once. What was it? There's this place right next to Gracias Madre when it was in Newport Beach. What was that shop right next? It wasn't surgery. It did something maybe like something to your skin, I forgot. I was thinking about doing that. I go, that sounds kind of fun, maybe, or I forgot, laser thing. I forgot. They had some introductory special. I go, that sounds like it could be cool. Then they got rid of it, and I didn't think about it anymore. Okay, Myra, a good friend. She is super nice. I figured that as much as that, Uncle. Yeah, but yay for good friends for sure. Oh, hippies, that's what I worry about. Having to move my mother into something. Assisted living because she needed care for falling has been hard and good. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Yeah, fortunately, my mom hasn't fallen at all lately. She's getting better. So hopefully she can keep living at her house for a while. Hey Milo, happy healthy vegan is a transcendental mantra. Interesting. You're talking about a mantra, repeating a word or phrase, meditating upon it. Happy healthy vegan. Yeah, it could be a mantra for sure. I never thought about that. Let's see, what do you think? Previous on pills think it's weird how Joe Rogan thinks it's totally normal and cool to inject yourself with not only vitamin B12 but testosterone. That's his testosterone replacement therapy. So they have to give themselves shots daily, or what? Do you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't have to give myself testosterone shots. Mine are just high naturally from either genetics or diet or lifestyle. I'm not sure. Yeah, Pupsy. Yeah, rest in peace. 2 great Orange County food locations that me and Angie are both super bummed to lose. The stand in Laguna Beach has been there since the hippies in the 1970s started it. It's all vegan, or there may be some I think it's all vegan. Maybe there's 1 or 2 vegetarian things. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's plant-based, been there forever. And then Gracias Madre in Newport Beach. We used to go there all the time on Tuesdays, Taco Tuesday. And they have this large outdoor eating area. And I just wonder if it was 2 consecutively bad rainy winters that kind of screwed their business up because, people weren't going if it was raining in their outdoor area. So I was super bummed that they're gone. We haven't done any in-person meetups for a long time, Kat, since way, way long ago, maybe 2016 or something like that. That's cool, Corey. You know when you went vegan? March 16th, going to be 7 years vegan. Awesome. What do you mean Joe Rogan is better about veganism now? It depends who his guest is there, Super Reefermon. He was being respectful to the great actor Woody Harrelson. What do you think? He's going to just give him a bunch of shit? Because when Russell Brand was on his show, well, he actually did give him a little bit of shit. I showed that. No, he's not better about veganism at all. Just you wait. Wait till he gets a... He had Neil deGrasse Tyson on not that long ago. And that was Piers Morgan. Just trust me. As soon as he gets someone on who's going to just, talk shit about veganism, Joe will jump right in. Trust me, 100%. I've seen zero evidence Joe has made any kind of significant shift towards embracing veganism more. Yeah, like I said, he just didn't want to be rude and disrespectful to Woody. Woody's, he's like a Hollywood royalty. He's been acting since the 80s, you don't want to fuck with Woody Harrelson and be a dick to him. And, so I think that's what that was about. What's he going to say? I have this great interview with him and all of a sudden have this really sour area note, where Joe's like, you can't get enough nutrients, right? He didn't want to be a dick. So that's what's going on with that. No, produce not pills. I don't remember the last thing that I ate was not vegan, but I know right before I went vegan, I did get on a road trip a bunch of beef jerky. I don't know if that was the last thing I ate or not, but I remember I was eating a lot of beef jerky right before I went vegan. Oh, I've showed as many debates about veganism before, Super Reefermon, and I've watched my channel here. Just go to the search bar on our homepage on YouTube and look up Joe Rogan. Any debate he's ever had about veganism that I am aware of, I've covered it and responded. And trust me, it does not make Joe look intelligent, well-informed. He looks like an ignorant a-hole most of the time when he's talking about veganism. So check it out. He has a history that I have preserved, all cut up, sliced out of his 3-hour-long podcast showing Joe's position and stance and feelings on veganism, and it's not good. I hope you're right. Hopefully he's changed and gotten better, but I really think, like I said, he just wanted to be respectful to such a wonderful actor. Yeah, Uncle, a lot of places are going out of business, and it's not just vegan restaurants. It's just been tough for restaurants, it's a tough economy. So it has nothing to do with plants. Just a lot of businesses, particularly restaurants, are having a tough time. And thank God, Angie and I never started a restaurant back in the day. We'd be regretting that decision right now. We never considered it seriously. I know a lot of people ask, why'd you open a restaurant? It's like, no, it's a lot of work. It's something that becomes your life. You're there every day, instead of making YouTube videos, we're trying to put all this money into a restaurant and make it work. I respect people that do that. I'm not knocking it. Just not what I want to be doing. That's just that's just a lot of stuff. Yeah. You know, Sarah, you know the ways of the world. I'm sure you know some restaurant owners. Yeah, you are married to the restaurant if you own one. Big effing time. That is your life, and it's a huge responsibility. Just making all the payments and, paying everyone. It's a lot of stuff. Stressful. I totally tip my hat to people that are good at that business. Yeah, you've worked in many kitchens. Yeah, you were there at the beginning of the stand. Yes, and it goes back to the hippies in the 70s. Yeah, good Mexican food. Yeah, I remember, some of my favorite dishes there were their Mexican dishes. Yeah, we've made quite a few videos of us eating at the stand in Newport. I'm sorry, Laguna Beach. Such a great location, guys. I'm really going to miss it. It's right on Pacific Coast Highway and Thalia Street, which is one of one of the coolest beaches in Laguna. At least I'd liked it because you can kind of surf there. a little bit away from the most touristed parts of Laguna. It's just a beautiful location. It's a landmark of Laguna Beach, and they had to close. It sucks. If you ever see Have-It chips in your supermarkets, have you guys ever had Have-It chips? That's their business, I think. I think they've like branched out into that or something like that. There's some kind of connection to Have-It chips. So I guess their business lives on in a weird way. Yep, most restaurants fail for sure. Let's see, AJ, you toyed with opening a tiny vegan restaurant a few years ago, then realized how much work, time, and money. Yep, exactly. I mean, the thought of it is, the fantasy sounds cool at first. The fantasy's awesome. Then when you think about the reality, it's like, for most of us, like, oh, no, I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, then you have to deal with things that you're not even thinking about, like city regulations. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I remember some friends opened up a chocolate restaurant, if you will, and it wasn't even a restaurant. They just created chocolate in the back kitchen and they sold it out front, but they had to have their kitchen conform to all these city standards, and they're pointing, hey, we're not cooking anything. We don't need to have all like a thing that sucks the air out and stuff. It's raw, and the city was still giving a lot of shit for it. But anyway, yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of work and high risk. Let's see. Super Reefer Man says, seems you're like Joe Rogan more than Joe Biden when it comes to big government. Really? I don't know. What is, that's your conclusion? What is your argument for that? I have no idea what you're talking about there. I don't think I'm much like Joe Rogan at all, other than we're both Gen X. In fact, we were both born in 1967, 10 days apart. That's how close in time Joe Rogan and I are together. Other than that, I don't think we have too much in common. I don't think. When I seen him lately, he's usually talking to some just far out conspiracy theory people. Not always, but that's what I see when I see clips put on like Reddit. And then when I see him talk about veganism, I go, oh my God, why do people even listen to this guy? Maybe he talks intelligently about like wrestling and martial arts and stuff. He's probably an expert in that. But when he talks about veganism, boy, he's usually just talking complete nonsense. Johan, how do I stop popping so much? Are you talking about pooping? Not popping? Like... eat about 2 pounds of beans daily. You're not joking. This thing that bothers you. Is it kind of a new thing for you? First of all, maybe that's a bit too much as far as the beans goes. It's not bad. What do you mean pooping so much? I mean, I poop. Okay, let's talk about personal things. Might be too much information. I don't have to talk about my bodily functions, but I will. I'll talk about pooping. I'm totally comfortable talking about my pooping. I poop maybe twice a day or something like that. Yeah, poop is good. I know when people are meat eaters, they're used to pooping like twice a week, and pooping twice a day seems like, wow, you're pooping way too much. Like, no, that's normal and healthy. It's totally fine to poop couple times a day. And as a vegan, let me get a little more graphic. It's not like these excruciating long experiences of pooping, it's bam, it just comes right out, man. It's like bam, it comes out, got the bidet, little squirt. I'm in and out in like 15-20 seconds or something like that. It's not like an ordeal like it used to be sometimes. I remember in my pre-vegan days. So all the fiber, poop comes out regularly, not a problem. That being said, 2 pounds of beans, I'm not a nutritionist, but that sounds like a lot of beans. Maybe your body is just not able to process the stuff in the beans, maybe you should eat a little less, maybe try half a pound of beans and see how that goes. Yeah, no magazine needed in the bathroom. You just open it up, read like the sentence and done, you know. So yeah, meat eating, magazine in the bathroom. Vegan, no, just in and out, you know, little quick splurt, you're done. Yeah, 2 pounds, it seems quite extreme. So maybe that could be the problem, because especially if you're new to eating in that way. Have you heard of like your microbiome, your gut? It's not woo-woo, it's real science. You know, your microbiome takes a little time to adjust and to adapt to a different way of eating. So what I'm saying, if your body wasn't used to being fed 2 pounds of beans every day, and all of a sudden you start stuffing yourself at 2 pounds of beans, your body, your microbiome needs some time to adapt, to grow more of the microflora that it needs to process all that bean stuff you're giving it. So I think that takes about a week or two. So you could try decreasing your beans or just wait a week or two, but pooping's good. Kat says, Joe is popular because he usually has true curiosity for learning from the speakers that he has on his show as guests, and he has no filter. But when it comes to veganism, he is just completely arrogant, and I'll add ignorant too. He thinks he's an expert when it comes to eating, and he doesn't even know what veganism is. You know, he thinks it's like, let me see if I can find it.
Literally.
Nope, wrong one.
This
Nope, wrong one.
cruelty-free.
Yeah.
Not to those screaming plants that you can't hear. They fucking scream,
Yeah,
man.
right.
They make noise. And they know when they're being eaten.
See? They're just completely stupid. No, plants don't scream. They don't make noise. They don't know when they're being eaten. They don't have brains. They don't have sentience. No, if you really believe that, Joe, you wouldn't even get your lawn cut. You wouldn't trim your plants in your back. You don't give a shit. You're not about plants. You're not some kind of plant activist or something like that. Plants' rights or something. You're just saying that to try to make it seem equivalent to like eating kale has the same moral, ethical problems that stabbing a cow in the neck has. Like, no, you can't even compare the two. They're both living things. One's sentient, one is not. Uh-oh, what's happening to my app here? The app that lets me switch screens. Hang on one second, guys. Okay, we're cool again. All right, Joe Rogan and Piers Morgan. They have my kind of my sounds ready to go here. Some of my favorite all-time dumb comments from meat eaters. Unfortunately, I kind of mixed up where the sounds are now on my keyboard, so I gotta get that organized. It's a little project. Was that, Heidi? You're talking about microbiome and fiber. Your body freaked out in the beginning, as I said it would. Yeah, if your body's not used to eating a certain way and you all of a sudden change to a radically different way of eating, it takes a little time. So your body freaked out in the beginning with all the fiber, was really bloated, but it got better after maybe a month or so. Yeah, totally. He brought up vegans should eat mollusks. Why? Why would I need to eat a mollusk? They don't have brains, but you don't need to eat mollusks. It's not like mollusks or clams or bivalves or whatever have some super important nutrient that if you don't eat it, vegans are going to die or something like that. I'm doing just fine without eating mollusks. So why the hell should I eat a mollusk or a bivalve for? So yeah, it's a stupid argument. Vegans should eat bivalves. Like, why? I'm doing fine. There's nothing to gain from eating a bivalve. The thing is, I'm not a freaking biologist or life scientist or anything like that, but bivalves to me seem way more closer to having some sort of sentience than, say, like an apple tree, or a kale plant or whatever. They seem closer. So if in doubt, I'm going to go without. I guess I could have a conversation with some kind of PhD researcher in that, and learn more. But I'm just going to go without because bottom line is I don't need it. I'm not dying because I don't eat bivalves. Let's see. Milo says the ohms. I was talking about have a chips bag. I don't remember. There was an ohm sign on the have a chips bag. Switch to a star? Huh. What do you think that means, Milo? What kind of star? The Om sign switched to a star. Huh, it seems like Om is kind of trendy now, like yoga and all that stuff. I'm surprised they would get rid of the yoga sign, assuming it had been there for all those other decades. Yeah, and on top of that, Sarah, the thought of bivalves grosses me out. I remember even before I was vegan, I'd go to sushi restaurants, and I'd had some friends I would have sea urchin. I go, what the hell? You eating sea urchin? That sounds so freaking gross. Just eat the regular sushi, which I wouldn't eat now. I would just eat plant sushi. But even back when I was not vegan, the thought of eating these bivalves seemed really gross. So why would I want to eat something that I find gross? I wouldn't eat it when I was non-vegan, and I don't need to eat. I'm doing fine without it. Yeah, it's not food. Yeah, they filter mollusks like that. They filter crap from the oceans. They remove toxins and pollutants and stuff, and that's their function in the ecosystem. And have other important functions in nature. Just leave them in there. Exactly. Why would I want to weaken an ecosystem, make it worse off, so I could eat a food that I don't need? And that food actually might be more sentient than I think. Just leave it in there. I can just eat the plants. Heidi, yeah, you know what I'm talking. You never eat that stuff before either. So why should you start now as a vegan, right? People do desire that produce, not pills. Not me, but some people think it's cool. I don't know. Hey, Johnny Bravo. Good to see you, Johnny Bravo. So did Fully Raw Christina really say her body produces B12? Are you serious? Is that something she really said? Because that sounds wrong. Unless she's a complete freak. Well, she might be a freak, but not in that way. She seemed like a nice girl or lady she was a girl when I met her. I'm sure she's a nice lady now. Not all bacteria, it is a bacteria, but not all bacteria are B12. B12 is a kind of bacteria, the way I understand it. She said her diet is so good that her body just will produce B12. And Super Reefer Man, how did she know this? Did she have a scientist tell her this? Did she get examined, or did she just intuit it? Like, did she have something like this? Hi guys. I'm Christina. I'm Fully Raw Christina. And I have such a good diet. It's so clean and full of so many raw juices and nutrients that my body naturally produces B12 on its own. Did she say something to that effect like that? Did she say it in that accent even? Anyway, just let me know if that's what, something, it was something kind of like that, Super Reefer Man. And she's saying she's not taking any B12 supplements. Then that's not responsible. Like, she might have a lot of B12 stored up. I know there's a certain kind of rate of decay that B12 depletes in your body, and it's kind of slow. I mean, you can not have B12 for a while, assuming your levels are high to start with, but that's not true of everyone, as we know. Some people have problems absorbing it, intrinsic factor issues like that. So just because she had a lot to start with doesn't mean everyone does. Just like me, before I ever took a B12 supplement, I had a lot. My levels were high because I guess I absorbed it fine throughout my entire life. So I knew other people weren't as fortunate or lucky, so I said, all right, I'm going to take a B12 supplement to be a good example. Okay, that her gut produces it. I know what she's talking about then. Thank you for clarifying that Super Reefer Man. I know there's a certain brand of raw foodists, natural hygienists, people that are just against all forms of supplementation. Everything has to be raw and natural. And I've heard this crap. I forgot about this. I remember this back in the early days of our channel, responding to this. Yeah, that the human gut actually does produce some B12. She's absolutely right there. If I understand this right, don't quote me on this, but again, I'm not a biochemist or a biologist, but correct me if I'm wrong. The human body, or I think all mammal bodies, produce some B12 in the gut. However, as I remember doctors, like say Dr. Dr. Greger of Nutrition Facts, and others have pointed out, it's just not a vegan doctor. You can ask anyone who understands how this works. It's produced so far down, it doesn't get absorbed in the body. It's in your poop area. It's not connected to your digestion, your food area. It's down too low. So yeah, you could be producing a ton of B12 in your body, but it's not in the right part of the body for you to make use of it. So that's some shit advice. If that's her answer, she should actually talk to a doctor rather than a chiropractor like Doug Graham or whoever's speaking such nonsense. Yeah, some people like Kat don't absorb B12 well, and you need shots for it. Awesome, V-Lamb's still here. The shop is busy today. Awesome. I guess good that money is being transacted, stuff like that. That's never a bad thing for a business. AJ, you're due for another B12 sublingual dose. You had one a couple months ago. Wow, I don't think I go more than like a week or so. I actually like my little B12 sublingual spray. It's kind of, was it like raspberry, berry, or cherry flavor or something like that? I enjoy it. So maybe I'll do one tonight. Yeah, I just do them a couple times a week. I got my multivitamin that's got some in there, so I'm B12'd up. Yeah, like you said, roughly twice a week. Plus, the daily, pretty much daily multivitamin. Yeah, but the sublingual spray is the real hardcore, that'll boost your B12 levels up. Travis R., what are my thoughts on an 8-year vegan going pescatarian? My question would be, why? And who? But why? Why go pescatarian? What is the compelling reason for an 8-year vegan to start eating fish? Is there some kind of nutritional deficiency? If so, did this person visit a doctor? And what nutrient? I don't think there's any nutrient found in fish that you can't get without killing a fish. If they're going to say omega-3 fatty acids, algae, yeah, fish eat algae, but humans can eat the algae too. Why eat a middleman? The middleman being the fish who ate the algae. Just eat the algae directly. Like, what's the whole point of eating? I don't understand why a person would need to eat fish in order to live. I don't get it. If they're an 8-year vegan wanting to eat fish and they're doing it for some other reason, maybe they're not vegan anymore. Maybe they just woke up one day and said, fuck fish, screw them. They're a bunch of dicks. I'm going to eat them. I mean, I'm not sure why would you need to eat a fish? Johan Liebert, what you need to do is get yourself a copy of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Hey, T. Jones, thanks for the super chat tip. $10, thank you. Ryan, you are the man. I just wanted to say thanks for doing these weekly live streams. Thank you, T. Jones. Thank you so much for your very generous donation there. And I'll tell you, it all helps us out. I don't think my video that I make this week probably makes $10 in YouTube ads. So thank you so much for helping keeping our channel going. I was going to tell Johan, just get a copy of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. You can buy the print book for $18. It used to be $25. We lowered it on Black Friday a couple years ago and just kind of left it down. Or you can get the ebook. It's got a bunch of relatively easy to make recipes, whole food plants, it's not a bunch of like Impossible burgers or anything like that. It's like our food diary. This is the stuff we really eat day in and day out. And I will give you a link so I can, so you can get it right now. In fact, I just took some orders down today to the post office. So there is our happyhealthyvegan.org website. You can click on the print book or the ebook. And you have our old one here, Keep It Carb Baby, too. But I recommend the Happy Healthy Vegan print book or the ebook, which you can download right now. And let me paste the link there for you. And that'll give you some ideas of some healthy, sensible, balanced vegan meals that should keep you going in a healthy way. All right, so anyway, there you go. I just pasted. Oh, I didn't hit return. Oops, crap. There's one more time. There it is. I put a little extra slash in there. Click that second link there. That should take you to our website. If you want to order one, we'll sign it for you if you like. But it sounds like you've got some strange ideas maybe on how to eat like 2 pounds of beans. To me, again, I'm not a dietitian or nutritionist. That just seems kind of wrong. It seems like a little bit much or something like that. Beans are great. Hardly a day goes by where we don't eat any beans. We're going to have some tonight. The Tuscan Kale Pilaf. Again, the first recipe in the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Let me just show you how delicious this is. It's going to be in my belly in about maybe 45 minutes or so. So yeah, simple stuff. Tuscan kale, sun-dried tomatoes. Pick your favorite kind of white bean. Could be like just various kinds of white beans. And some kind of rice. Here we have like a wild rice mix. That's our favorite blend. Because any kind of rice. You use brown rice, whatever you want. Yeah, the ebook is online. It's on that same website there. Yeah, and it's cheaper. It's $9.99. You can download it instantly. The print book's a good value though because it lasts forever and it has this cool spiral binder, so you can open up a page, slap it down on your table or island or counter, wherever you cook at, and the recipe is there for you to see. You don't have to worry about the page staying open. It'll stay open hardcore. But anyway, thanks again, T. Jones, for that super chat tip. Much appreciated. Tuscan Kale Pilaf's your favorite, AJ. It's one of our faves too. Especially it's our favorite if you measure favorite by what we have most often from that book. It's hands down the Tuscan Kale Pilaf by a long shot. Totally. Is that the right word? By far, it's the one we have most common. Hardcore staying open, that book. It's hardcore staying open. It ain't moving. The page will not move once you have it slapped open. Let's see, how are we doing here? Oh my god, it's 8 o'clock. What's the name again? Let's see. It's the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Is that what you're asking? But anyway, the link's down there if you're interested in it. Let's see. And we'll sign it too, as Uncle points out. The Happy Johan Laber. Yeah, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook has delicious spices. In fact, that's what I'd recommend. If you get the book, look at the recipes and see which spices Angie has in most of the recipes, like say herbs de Provence, stuff like that. Maybe black pepper, lemon pepper. I should say. I think she likes lemon pepper the most. Nutritionally, stuff like that, and you'll be able to do a lot. I haven't made banana and ice cream in a long time, Produce Not Pills, but when we do have bananas that are like over ripened, and I can only consume so many in my smoothie. If I have more that are just way too ripe, I'll put them in the freezer and make some ice cream. But that's usually not a problem until summertime when the warmer weather ripens your fruit quicker. Angie just texted me. Want me to ask you something. You guys know we are a band as well. Love Spirals / Love Spirals Downwards. And we just made a new podcast. So we're back into podcasting again. Nowadays when we make podcasts, we film it too. So there's the audio version you can listen to on all the podcasting services. And we film it so we can show it on YouTube. Would you guys be interested in watching the premiere? We haven't put it. We have the audio one out. You can listen to it all right now, but we haven't released the video one yet. Would you guys be interested in joining us for a video premiere Sunday for the Chillin' with Love Spirals podcast? It's about 20 to 25 minutes, something like that. So in case you want to know, would you be around Sunday afternoon? What time my live stream starts? It's 6 Pacific Standard Time. Maybe we'll do it an hour earlier. Whatever time this live stream started, subtract an hour. For me, it'd be 5 Pacific. Would you guys be cool? There's Angie. Yeah, the audio podcast is...
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to
I didn't
enjoy.
mean to do that.
Giving you full credit, of course.
His water bottle fell right over. All right, cool. What we'll do then is... we'll share. Do you have a link yet, Angie? I guess you could schedule it for 5 right now, and we and send it to me, and I'll paste it in here. And also, we could share it on the community tab on our homepage as well. But Yeah, if you want to schedule it, I'll just hang out for a minute and I'll share the link. I think she heard me. Did you hear me? But yeah, if you want to see what we're our latest podcast, yeah, schedule it for Sunday and send the link, Angie, and I'll share it with everyone right now. Or you can share it too. Angie could paste the link in just as well as I can. So yeah, we're thinking about Sunday, like around 5 o'clock. Okay, she hears me. Yeah. All right, cool. So just hang on 1 second. You'll be at the parents on Sunday Eve. What time, Sarah? Because yeah, will you be there at 5? Because that's not technically evening yet. Technically, evening, I guess, would be more like 6 o'clock. Let's see. Vegans are less likely to be monogamous. Where do you get that from? I don't think vegans are any more or less monogamous. We're just a slice of humanity. If you're already, monogamous or not, you're probably, before vegan, you'd probably be the same while you're vegan. Why would vegans cheat? Where do you get that from? You're going to leave at 5:15, but you're getting dinner ready to transport right before. Oh, okay, Sarah. Hey, I know you have your weekly hangouts with them, with the parents, which is totally cool. You could watch it after, so we'll miss you for that. Yeah, there's vegans. They have all different personalities, as Produce Not Pill says. And you can watch the replay. So anyway, let me just text Angie. Make sure she knows. Let her know if we have a link yet. See what she says. You're logging? Oh, you're having an issue? Okay, Angie had to get off her iPad and get on a computer to get the link happening. So 1 second. Now she's going to kick ass. What? You have a bunch of wives? What the heck, Super Reefermon? What the hell? Yeah, you might want to put the reefer down, Mom, maybe, and maybe just trim it down to one wife, perhaps. I'm not going to tell you how to live, though. This seems kind of a bit much. Oh, okay, so you live outside the United States to have multiple wives. So Mexico allows multiple wives? Are you sure about that? I've traveled to Mexico many a time, and I've never heard anything about that. Okay, 1 second. So Angie's still getting the link for the Children of Sparrows. It's not Utah, Ken. You're talking about the this other sect of the Latter-day Saints, Mormon people. They're in northern Arizona, actually. All right, Angie's got a link here. Awesome. Let me copy. All right, cool. Let me see if I can paste this in here. All right. Oop, yikes. Yikes, I did it wrong. Here's the link. Everyone down there, I just pasted the link. That is the link for the Sunday Chillin' with Love Spirals video premiere. So, and that's when daylight savings starts too on Sunday. So hopefully you won't oversleep. Well, if you're sleeping that late in the afternoon, good for you. Awesome. But it's gonna be at 5 p.m. Pacific. So, but yeah, once you click the link, it'll show you the countdown and everything. So hopefully you guys can join us for that and see the latest in the world of Love Spirals. You'll learn a bit about us too, some of our musical influences and preferences and stuff like that. Bestie might like that too, Sarah, perhaps, if he's curious about some of the stuff that influences our production sounds. So anyway, so all right, cool. If you can make it, awesome. Yeah. And Angie just posted the link also to, so if you look at the link from Happy Healthy Vegan, that is the Sunday video premiere of the Children of Love Spirals episode 94. And then Angie just posted a link to a video of the new song. I told you she made a visualizer video where you can look at some pretty images and see the lyrics and stuff like that. So check out our latest song, The Call. So anyway, guys, I guess that'll be it. Angie got everything all set up. So yeah, it was great for her to remind me to chat with you guys about that. All right, guys. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for being so cool and chill and friendly. Again, you've lifted up my spirits. I had a decent day, but you guys have lifted me up a bit more. So thank you so much. And thank you, Uncle, for being here as a moderator, but didn't really need anything today. It was super chill as opposed to like the last 2 or 3 weeks. I guess I didn't try to taunt the fruitarians with my title like I did before, so we kept it chill today. So anyway, hope to see you guys Sunday. Again, see the link from Happy Healthy Vegan up above, and also the link from Angie to the music visualizer video for the call. And you can listen to the call on Spotify and Apple Music and Tidal, whatever you got, YouTube Music, it's all there. So check out the call. If you forgot the name, just click the link that Angie pasted there, and you'll see, you'll see it in the YouTube visualizer video. All right, guys. So thanks so much. My plan is hopefully next week won't be too crazy for me. It has a potential to be, but hopefully I'll still have time to make a regular video for you guys, responding to something, or maybe another video about myself. Who knows? And Friday live stream. So hopefully see you guys Sunday, middle of the week with a new video, and Friday another live stream. That's the plan, guys. So thanks everyone. Peace out to you guys. Much love. And thank you everyone. T Jones and V, and Hippie Easta and late model Sarah, One Color Rainbow, Jalen, and that's it for today. Thank you guys for your generous super chat tips. Much appreciated. It really helps us going. I'm not just saying that, it really does, because YouTube ads ain't gonna get it done for us. So thank you so much, guys. Love you all, and until next time, remember, doesn't suck being vegan. See most of you guys on Sunday if you're gonna be there. All right, bye guys.